So let's move together and see how we can improve. If you've been coding for 6 months, maybe a year or 2 years, but you feel like a beginner, the problem is not your intelligence, the problem is how you learn. In today's video, I would like to walk you through how you can easily learn in the best way, so that you can code like a pro developer. So let's move together and see how we can improve our coding skills. Today I will show you how you can stop coding like a beginner and start coding and thinking like a developer. Now look, the painful truth is that most developers do code and watch 40-hour tutorials, copy code, they copy paste and then build clone projects. Feel productive but can't build any project on themselves. Coding is not just Netflix, but it's a skill. Don't copy paste ahead and repeat coding by yourself. Here is what beginners do wrong. They code a project, watch tutorial, finish the tutorial, they watch another and another, but at the end they have a lot of code but with less experience. When someone tells you build me a dashboard and you start looking around, if you don't understand every line of code you're writing, you're not coding, otherwise you're not coding, otherwise you're typing. What beginners do, they avoid problems, but real developers chase problems. Growth lives inside confusion. If a developer chases confusion, chases bugs, a beginner will run away from bugs, maybe deletes the project and then builds it again. They don't want bugs. Now do this. Build tutorials. After learning a concept, if you're on YouTube, close YouTube, close a course you're learning, build from memory. If you're learning HTML, build a landing page. If you're learning JavaScript, build a to-do app. If you're learning React.js, build a mini dashboard. That's the truth about learning to code. If you want to learn coding and you have done your code and it's perfect, you can easily break it by intention and then rebuild it again. You can force your brain to learn to code. Open your project and remove a function, change logic, and refactor something, convert val. If you use the val, you can use let, or maybe you can change and use const function so that you can easily learn all the concepts. Rewrite without copying or without looking at anything. Change that code at your own and rebuild it again. That will force you to learn